Okay, guys. So first thing, this is gonna be one very long video just because it's long patch notes. So if you want to see a specific thing, just go down to where you see the image and that should be pretty much it. So let's get started. First thing we got is the two new legendary players, Nabi and Miri. I mean, for once, it's not a traumatizing name to read, so I'll accept it. I do want to point out that they have some very interesting aces. They're the first time I've seen a triple mono ace, so that's kind of getting powerful. Increase max life 20, action speed 15, critical resistance 15. It's not broken, but it would give a pretty nice power to a team if it was burst ace. Now, let's look at it. Active pass, recover the action bar, designated power player by 80%, and spirit by 80, cooldown 8 minutes. That's pretty good. Not bad, not good. I mean, the E will make it at least 100% spirit. That should help a lot. 8-minute cooldown, fairly standard, not something special for a legend. I'm good with that. Now, this is the one thing that is broken with her. Decrease the life recovery effect of enemy team by 50% and increase the damage they receive by 10%. Now, this is extremely powerful in PvP just because reducing the life of certain players can be very OP, and not to mention just increases damage they receive by 10% for just doing a pass is always helps. 1 minute timer, so the timer's not that bad, but decreasing recovery effect by 50% is really OP, meaning in PvP people could be down to 25% recovery when this is up. I mean, that is very strong. And end game, when people are ridiculously fast, this can actually be really used. Not to mention she can forward pass to the striker who can shoot and use it. Passive 2, increase the reflex by 30% and action speed by 30% of allies currently in the position. That's good. I've got nothing bad to say about it. Does exactly what you're supposed to do. Increase attack power by 100% and critical resistance by 50% when being stolen or attacked. I mean, she's a passer, so she shouldn't be attacking. So yeah, it looks pretty good to me. No big issue. I think honestly, if there was a bit of DR in the kit, it would be kind of nicer though, because she is gonna be squishy as hell from this kit. I mean, it does kind of in a way make sense if she's got this OP skill right here. But I do find her ridiculously squishy for a forward passer. So we'll see exactly how she works, but I still do think the lack of DR might be problematic for a midliner. New legend, Miri Wormwind has been added to the game. Now, for all of you who don't know, it's pretty much how Vonchi used to be a while back, except she's based on critical instead of speed. Now, Ace, Superior Dragon, Life, Crit Rate, Attack Power, all the good stuff. Burst could be really cool, no questions asked. Now, active, Cyclone Logic 2, and this is a really cool new mechanic. Consumes the Ruminant Spirit by 1 bar and increase the attack power by 50% and critical rate by 20% per spirit bar. So you can do it up to 3 bars. Of course, you will need high spirit generation to take advantage of the skill, unless you're in manual or in PvE where you can really max out on this. So at max, you could get 150% attack power, who is the highest I've seen up till now, and critical rate of 60, who just never hurts, especially with the following part of her kit. Increase critical damage by 2% per 5% critical rate. So, you know how Dark never countered anything ever? They just countered something now, because they're the only people who really decrease crit rate on a team level. So there will be a hard counter to Miri. Passive 2, steal 10% of spirit and increase your dribble by 20% the dribble of the enemy currently in sign position when shooting or receiving a pass. That's very powerful. And I do want to point out one thing that is kind of weird. When receiving a pass, that means what? If she's ball holding, they hit less already? I don't know. That sounds very strong to me. Especially that's 25%. You know, ball holding goal strikers are back. Passive free, spirit condensation. Increase the equipped spirit stone effect by 25%, critical rate by 35%. I mean, we all know that's the skill that's going to be buffed on top of it. But yeah, it looks very powerful. Critical rate again. She doesn't have that much in her kit, so that kind of helps with that. Um, yeah, Spirit Stone buffing. I can see a lot of comps, especially with that new Wormwind Stone who's completely OP. There's a lot of synergies that are going to be possible, especially since if you give her critical rate, you get critical damage. If you give her damage, well, the damage is going to be buffed with this. There's a lot of ways to use her, and I do think that for PvE, She might be able to become one of the top strikers. Well, we'll wait and see exactly what her positions, her chains, and everything are. Of course, there's going to be some other talk on that when I go down in the video. I don't read developer notes because they usually just trigger me. When addition, blah blah blah, have been changed to classic star. You can get them. Yeah, I'm really thinking getting Jiho, but Nabi buffs are also interesting. I'm gonna see what I get. I got the DM anyway. Sage has been added to the game. I just like. eh. Alright, penetrate. Attack power was increased by 10% on both sides. We don't care. Decrease damage when you have the ball. Increase attack power. Now it's just permanent. I'm gonna say it's a buff, but no one uses Sage. Sorry, people. But Mono Order could find value in this. I gotta say, Mono Order only. Um, so now we have the new managers. We kind of all awaited them to be junk, and well, they are. 50% stamina, increased game XP. You should know that you don't want game XP. Same thing again. I'm not gonna go down and explain, but yeah, those are bad. You don't want to level up fast. Two premium skin and one event skin have been added to the game. You can purchase them. Blah blah blah. I don't like him. I kind of like him. And I really, really love this one. But that's because it's a co-op work with Guilty Gear. So yeah. Then we got some skin pack discounts. So I don't who cares about these things? They can get them. I personally don't spend dimension stones on this stuff. Available at drop. I'm not going to just shaman. That matters. The legends, whatever element you're at. You want Miri if you're Wormwind, especially. You want if you're Ardor, you want to do the second week, not go for William. Uh, in the list, no one really great. I mean, Pinol is not bad. Cheetos is not bad, but most of these can already be obtained. Actually, I don't think Pinol's in Scout yet. Yeah, so Dark, Light, Wormwind this week, Ardor this week is pretty much it. Featured improvement. So this is where it's gonna start getting sad because they've added stuff, except the reward are like horseshit. I'm sorry to say it like that, but really, wait till you get to the reward. Galaxy Life has been added to the game as an official content. Now we don't know how many times you gotta do this, so I just hope it doesn't take my battle balls from Galaxy League on top of it. Well, they're explaining it. Won't require an entry fee, and you will be able to use other coin while getting matched. Okay, I'm fine with that. We'll have a friendly match mode. We'll process for any server. Blah blah blah. The match refrain will proceed with user server. No reward will be given, so don't do it friendly. I'm fine with that. How the game work? Both sides will have 1 minute to build up a deck. After the match, again, you can make your deck instantly. You've already made it 1,000 times, but okay. You must tap the ready button. You'll ready after 1 minute. Choose one player that will be blocked. Time limit 30 seconds. Block your waifu. Both sides choose one player. Both sides can ban two players from the opposing team. If you fail to ban a player, you will lose the chance. You can ban support players and they won't be revealed until the match begins. I like that though. I didn't know they wouldn't be revealed. That's cool. You can freely place your support players except for the goalkeeper position. You can train, exchange Spirit Stone with the Galaxy Lab player formation screen. I mean, if this costs golds, no one's gonna do it because the rewards aren't worth it. But if it did, if it doesn't, that could be cool. Even if it's just for this one and then they go back to their position, I could find a lot of value in that. Especially for low level players who don't have a lot of uniques and you're banning someone, for example, in backline who has the OTS, they're gonna care about this. Change the banned players at the game and the game will start. If you don't select to replace banned players, safe player will be automatically filled in the position. Please replace them. I gotta say. Game progressive. There is 8 second time limit for each turn. There's no action if it will be made with the AI. This will stop people from stop moving entirely. If you fail to make it all 3 turns, it will be converted to auto mode. I like that. Environment system. Super gravity and heal of the crowd will be applied to the basic environment. Heal the crowd increase the damage dealt to enemies from all players by 5% every 5 minutes. Lasts under an ability effect. That's a little bit too OP in my opinion, but in a way it helps it go down faster, so I'm not gonna hate it. Season, regular season, 3 weeks, preseason 1 week. Okay, it's not that long. Reward. Now, different rewards, crystal, ability, skill set will be given according to the final ranking. Now, the thing is, then you show us what the rewards are, who is kind of your first mistake. You see, we want to see like dimension stones. We want to see cool stuff. And giving us skins for balls? Already, I know there's 1,001 stupid jokes you're going to write about that in the comments, but we don't care. And it's just like 1% gets 80 crystals? That's really low. You should at least have tried to copy a COD if you're going under a rating system. I mean, come on, people unless they're in the top 10% get less than 30 crystal, like 40, 30. That's tiny numbers. We get more in an event. We get more doing the chains. The chains are going to give us an insane amount of crystals, and you're giving us 30s, 40s, 80s? I don't know. This sounds like a stupid idea in my opinion. They should have given much better rewards. I'm not saying increase the crystal a lot, like 20, 30 everywhere, and give some dimension stones. You know, that's going to be bad. Soccer added to the game. You can acquire blah, blah, blah. You can equip soccer for the player menu. We'll receive a soccer spirit ball. I don't even like the idea of the ball that much, to be honest, but Now, Colosseum of Infinity has been added to the game. You can call it through a Colosseum of Expedition menu. Like all unit Colosseum of Trial, you need BP to enter Infinity. How it works, after entering, you will have time to arrange the deck. You must complete the match with the initial deck, and you cannot change or replace players except the support player. You will play against a random enemy. Each team, yeah, okay. Previous life stats will be carried on to the next match. Okay, I'm fine with that. Colosseum Infinity, unlike other column, you will be entering with your support player. Support player will cover all life and we replace per match. So especially for elemental rest totems, that's pretty good. That one backline. I'm totally fine with that. Champion match. Standard is formed with the gatekeepers and sway will appear with a low chance. You can recover a fixed amount of team hype when you win the match. You can acquire rewards such as 3-star gatekeeper or 5-star sway when you win the match. Okay, right here, this line, this is bullshit. 5-star swirly? Come on, man. This is already super low chance, and you're telling us we're not even assured a gatekeeper? I mean, increase the chance of a narrative. That's what it costs. But come on, don't do this to us. This is just ridiculous. Anyway, loss. When you lose the match, your record will be saved, and you will go back to the first floor. That I'm fine with. You can retry for free one time per attempt. The team hype will all be recovered during the entry. Okay, like this kind of sounds contradictory. I'm gonna wait to see how it works down. I'll try and make a video depending on when the maintenance ends. You can retry 5 times with GP per attempt. Okay, you've just said we lose, it's over. Then you say we can try 1 time. Then you say we can try 5 times. Is it the free, then another 5 times, so 6 times? You gotta be clear, bro. Recover team's life 5 times with GP per attempt. When is this? Is it when you retry? Is this a specific thing on top of the other stuff? I don't know. And you can change your enemy team 5 times with GP per attempt. That sounds clear to me. I know exactly why I'm going to use this to kill every Latios team that ever lived. I don't want to see Latios, and every time I will see her, I will change the team. Hopefully, I will not see her too much. Environment, the farm environment will be set as heat wave. I don't know if that's the best heat environment, but at this point, let's not be too picky. No, the first one will be for anniversary. The Colosseum will be different from users. Will be able to experience different same gameplay experience. Rugen Infinity will be loved by users like the 2 Colosseums. Okay, like the other 2 Colosseums, it's already you should be scared because people hate COT because you got to redo it, and COD people just stay at the 0 to 1% plateau. I mean, I'm one of those people. I could go higher, but it gets really annoying and tenacious, and doing it every week gets on our nerves. So you should not say that. That like you're shooting yourself in the foot. Now, looking at the rewards, they are much better than this other joke of a PvP thing. Well, on top of it, PvP takes much longer to do than PvE, who I don't get why they would do that. But hey, something that you can do weekly is worth 3 times the rewards. Welcome to BB. Now, again, I am kind of frustrated that we see no dimension stones. I'm hoping that it's going to be added because we need to see some incentive to play modes. Because, crystals after a certain point in the game, they don't mean much to us. I mean, I'm just drawing for the hell of it nowadays. It's kind of stupid. I'm not getting legends. I'm just getting like some 6-star players from mileage. I have enough to 7-star 4 players now. I don't even know who to 7-star. So no, give me dimension stones. Give me something I care about. I'm hoping that it's not written, but it's there. Colosseum of Trial has been improved. We really? You want to go there? Basically, all they did was they changed the rating for 4-1 to 4-5. Now, this is actually going to be some horseshit depending on exactly how it works. Because depending how much points a Spirit Stone is worth, having 3 medium level units and saying it's fine because I can strategize by giving them some specially rolled stones could backfire. So, I'm gonna take this with a grain of salt. We gotta see exactly how the rating works. It could be good. It could be really bad because what do we know? Maybe a full-on maxed out Max Transcend 160, 80, fully stone, re-rolled Vonchi alone could reach the status of double A. I don't know. I'm just saying. Um, Also, this is the most important line in the entire patch notes, in my opinion. We'll also be modifying it in mid-June. They will notify of the additional notice when the changes is planned to be made. Come on, man. You've been telling us you're going to change COT for patches now, not one, multiple ones. We've already added new legends. It's supposed to change when the season starts, but BB. Character changes have been improved. The changed characters have been rearranged. Also, for some reason, there's a fake read it thing on who's getting what changed. Don't trust it. Wait for it to be official, because honestly, there were some very suspicious things, especially since they were saying that there were going to be sub-chains on the new legends who are not an option. The chain system has been divided in main character and sub-chains, a basic chain, a sub-chain. I don't think I need to explain to you how this works. The Galaxy Live update will not have any characters that have active sub-chains. Yeah, okay, that sounds fine to me. I'm just hoping this doesn't mean that we don't get no sub-chains for the old people, but it kind of gets messed up with these people and definitions. Name of type of chains have been changed. Rival, competition, nemesis, fighting spirit. Well, I mean, you nerfed them so hard, it's fine. Chain mission. The fighting spirit opens your clear affection, friendship, and competition. The chain and sub-chain will open when the specific main chain is open. So pretty much just do your chains, and when you finish the main one, you get the sub one. I gotta know though for the sub one if you can do it per player in the sub chain or all of them, and when a new one gets added, you need to do them on top of it. How exactly is that gonna work? I gotta test it. I can't say anything yet. But I will be doing that, and I'll give you some more info when it actually hits, as long as it works. There's been problems. Chain effect have been changed. Now, some of these have become trash, and some of these have become completely broken. Now, Striker, these are the few people who actually won the game. Increase the receiving passive by 30%. Pretty great sub, no question there. Increase critical rate by 20%. Also, pretty great, no loss there. Increase the dribble by 30%. I mean, all three are damn great for a striker, no questions asked. It's pretty much the equivalent of one good spirit stone, no issue. Goalkeeper, increase max life by 20%. Oh, yeah, that just like a hard nerf right there. You lost 10%. I know there's the Nemesis thing will bring it back up to 30%. It still hurts. Friendship, increase defense by 40%. I mean, it used to be the worst chain ever, so we just gain value. Critical resistance 20%. It really depends what you're running, so I'm hoping that's not the one I end up with. I know I have friendship in my chains currently, so it'll be nice to see us still a little bit more resistant. Assistors. Now, this is already where I feel that it started to go down because these are really low values. Increase pass by 20%. Yeah, that's really not that great. Stones do better. Increase action speed by 10%. I have stone subs who give 15, but okay. And that's not the main skill, that's the passive. Competition. Increase the reflex by 12. This is bad, man. I just want the good old affection and nemesis chains I've been running. Those have been working magic. This really doesn't look good. Even if you give me all three chains, I'm still gonna feel like it's a nerf. Defenders. Hashtag Leia. Actually, Leia's not even a defender if I remember right. Doesn't matter. Affection. Increase defense by 40%. Okay, we'll take it. Friendship. Increase reflect by 15%. We can take it. Increase steel by 25. No, not that's not as valuable though. I mean, it doesn't hurt that much. I do feel that the life was more valuable instead of the defense because it really helped them be more tanky and have more survival. So I don't think it's the greatest idea. I do understand it's going to increase the co-op defense chances, so going to trigger even more people. So overall, I think that this is a very bad move. Leader, increase the action speed by 10%. Beth, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that needed to happen. But let's give it to everyone else so she still doesn't feel powered. Oh, did we mention she has really bad affection chains? Let's hope they fix that. Friendship, increase max life by 20%. I mean, that's okay. It's fine. Increase the attack power by 30. Okay, I just want to point out friendship and competition used to be the equivalent of affection and nemesis. So, just like kind of think about that. Also, we would have liked a reflex maybe more than attack power. Most leaders usually can kill. I'm just saying. Attackers. Increase the dribble by 30%. Okay. Increase critical rate 15. That's kind of low, but okay. Increase critical damage 25. Yeah, they got the good end of the stick. It's basically attacker striker that won, and goalkeepers, depending what you're running, are also pretty nice. The other three don't feel like they gained, they look like they weakened out. So that's not that bad. And yeah, increase effect of chain effect. Yup. That's fine. The only thing is, do we still have the limitation of only 3 chains? Because that could like cancel this one out. It depends exactly how it's gonna work. We'll wait and see. Rewards. You complete one type of the main chain, 5 crystals. When you complete all the main chains, you get even more crystals. So pretty much you're gonna be able to get a shitload of crystals right now. Because every chain you've ever done is gonna be canceled out. You're gonna be triggered as hell. Because I pretty much have completed every chain that is for the legends I have and for every other player I own. So yeah, this is gonna be some hardcore grinding. But every time you do a chain now, you get 5 crystals. So I'm gonna be making a fortune. I think I'm gonna spend this on the Transcend transfer ticket because I've got a few Thunder players who, for some reason, have Transcends, and I don't agree with Thunder having Transcends. I believe that should all go to my light units. Hashtag Leia for 30 Transcend. So yeah, pretty much bad. And you also get some crystals for completing the main chains. It seems be fine to me. Another will be given when you've already collected the crystal rewards for the design player before the modification. I don't understand what crystal reward that was, but okay. I don't like this note. No reward will be given when you already collected crystal reward for designated player. There's no crystal reward currently, so what reward have we collected? Do they mean the dimension stone? Did they messed up the names? Because that sounds kind of weird. When you've completed all main chains, you get 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. That sounds really dimension stony to me. I mean, that's the exact list of dimension stones, but we'll see. The character story, chain story will be open, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty much just legends who have them for the moment. When you complete a sub chain, 10 crystals. But don't they get more sub chains over time? I feel like I shouldn't go there. This is going to be triggering. New character chain stories have been added. Legends, 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 legends. I don't feel like I need to say much more than that. Come on, Celestia, really? She's kind of old. I don't know. I feel like Light and Dark are getting the short end of the stick again. I mean, come on, people. Can you at least give us 3 people? You know? Okay, Thunder got 2 names, so I count that as free. I hate Thunder. We're good with that. Now, Spirit Stones. Okay, these are the stats at plus 15, and they're broken, as we said. I've already gone down to this in a previous video. It seems they're what we thought. Decrease the damage coming from any penetrating seal by 25%, increase reflex by 25. Pretty good center midstone for the new Ardor Legend, who's not the greatest. This could solve a lot of issues. Wind Color. Increase the dribble by 40% of an attack, accumulates up to 3 times. Increase the damage dealt to goalkeeper by 20%. At least that part doesn't cap. Great stone for a new Wormwind Legend. Thunder increased chill by 35%, increased damage at enemy on the vertical line receive by 10%. This is a PvE stone. I don't think there's the greatest uses in PvP. But you could use them in 4-man Thunderbacks or 4-man backs where you got an extra person mid. That could be fine. Judgment of Radiance Slight. Increase the attack power by 40%, action speed by 20% when you're holding the ball. Recover 15% damage dealt with an attack. So again, it's a damage dealt with an attack, so you need to be the one moving for this to count. For the attack power and the action speed, you need to be holding the ball. It is very conditional and very limiting. For a lot of people who are saying for light units who don't have heal like Bev or Duke, this could be an option. I still want to point out encompassing still gives you 10% assured before looking at the other 20%. So yeah, it's not that great. But it's a solution for Beth, unless you want to reroll her. Then I honestly advise you to do it. Ampoule from Code. Wait, is this French that they're adding in here? Okay, I'm good with that. Finally, a language I can speak. Increase the pass effect by 35%. Increase critical rate of allies currently in the assigned position by 10%. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can see Baltion using this. Pretty big chance I might give it to him. I'll see exactly what the advantages are. 5 unique stones have been added to Scout. So they're giving us the old stone, now they've added new stones. I do feel stones should just be in Scout, but I don't think I should fight this anymore and just give up on that part. The universe server has been added to the game. We just don't care. It's for the Japanese people. Japanese language has been added to the game. Does this finally mean we can listen to the game in Japanese? I'm really hoping because I hate the Korean noises. I'm sorry. Developer unfortunately due to contract issues with the voice actor we're able to use. Oh fuck me. Okay, yeah, really, really. Just come on. That's what I want. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh my god. Okay. Japanese server get compensation. I know some people are saying this might be for global. I don't think so. But if it is, I'm not saying no. Amplified power up transfer ticket has been added. And the best part is, it costs crystals. Okay, it's expensive as hell, but it only costs crystals, so you can keep an open mind to it. Shop menu's been modified. A lot of things got cost down. So, leaders, 250 crystals. It's a free start, though. That's very expensive. I wouldn't use it. You can purchase up to 5 times per month. Again, if you've gone to the point you spend 1,250 crystals, it's you're like 200 close from getting a 6-star shirt draw. I don't do it. Power up transfer ticket, 8 crystals per power up. That's still expensive though, but I can accept it. That's not that bad. I'm still never gonna use it, but it can be much worse. 3 times per month. Again, no one should be buying this that many times. Amplified power transfer ticket. Blah blah blah. 5-star 60. Okay, so can we know exactly why this is 100 in the picture? Is if and this is 60. Like if you're gonna be showing me something, please show it to me correctly. Okay, 5-star 60 crystals, 6-star 120 crystals. Can you purchase up to 5 times per month? Yeah, okay. I just want to point out that if you're buying the 6-star one, I have questions on your mental capacities, just because you can use the light thing to divide them, and they transform into a transfer ticket. So it's much cheaper. But at this point, it doesn't matter. Okay, why would you want something that would be cheap? 3 times per month, only 3 times per month. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna need to farm for this. But yeah, if it's 60, I only gotta pay 600 to transfer 10. Yeah, I'm gonna be using this. Just for new players though, that would kind of be expensive. 1,800 crystals to max out a new player. I mean, it could be much worse. I have the crystals if I need to. 2 times gold buff, 6 hours, 150 crystals. 6 hours though. I mean, that's expensive for 6 hours. I'll take it, but it's expensive. Maybe during like a special event, I might take it, and even then. Prices of items have been modified. Unique from 600 to 500, 5-star from 600 to 500, 450 to 300, 2 to 150. Manager, yeah, okay, the manager part was ridiculous. I agree. Leader evolved, deleted due to the semi. I don't think you need to delete it, but okay. 2 times global deleted due. Again, I don't feel you need to delete it. But oh, okay, okay. They reduced stuff who I do agree needed to be reduced. Because, a new star shouldn't be worth 300 less than legend. I'm fine with that. Okay, I'm good with all of that. That's completely fine. Developer note, the Crystal Shop and Dimension Shop have been improved. Yeah, you've been saying that a lot, but I'm still waiting to see it. We will now provide more products at a reasonable price. Coming from the guys who've increased the price of packs, so you've really changed nothing. Due to the change regulation, we will no longer store the play log for more than 3 months. Thus, we're sorry for that you won't be able to provide compensation for the different amounts of money from the previous dimension shops. Uh, yeah, I don't really fully get what that means, but I'm just gonna take it. The scroll's been modified to display the right side of the book. Modified game will be suitable. Okay, people care. Team tally mode had been changed. We know that. On the Spirit Stone Grade and the Power Up Star have been added. We know the chat channel function. Oh, added a save system so that you can save the favorite channel. I mean, if you care. Game will be modified into new content. Okay, I made modifications so that we can check chains. This is starting to get very annoying. Tutorial quests have been improved. I hope that we get to redo them just for the free rewards. A gold discount event UI has been added to the shop. You can now check detail from manager. Special packages will only show up. Okay, now, first thing, new packs. I know that a lot of people are saying yes, no, maybe. First one, we got this new pack that gives mileage. Is it good? Is it bad? 1,800 plus 30 mileage points does mean 2 mileage draws. Okay, I'm thinking I'm off by 300 crystals, but it's very close to 2 mileage draws right there. Who's 2 assured 6 stars. Knowing how bad the current rates are, that's not that bad. This one, not the greatest though. Dimension amount is the legit amount, so yeah, I'm pretty good at this. These are some decent packs. I would just go for the bigger one if you really wanted to buy a skin during an event. This could be cool. Plus, 1,800 crystals for one pack is a decent amount. Knowing that it also comes with free mileage, I do think this could pretty close to rival the expert pack if only it had the same dimension stone value. Of course, expert pack can only bought once in a lifetime before they added a new update again. GP package. Now I find this is a very sad package. Super power up, amplified power up. Available player you possess appears in Scout. Now, again, GP is something you can farm very easily within the game, so I will never advise you to do this. But the cost isn't even that bad when you're comparing it to other packs. So if you really want to, you can do it, but again, I don't advise it. 1,300 GP, I mean, come on, you can do that twice in a week at least. Okay, unless you see a legend in Scout and you can afford it or something, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. They changed the icon. Jiho, I'm gonna say, well, it's Nabi. Yeah, they pretty much look alike to me, so it's not really gonna change anything to me. A bunch of other visual changes. I'm not gonna go down those. Now, this is the biggest question. A lot of people are talking to me daily. Is it good? Is it bad? Do we want it? Do we not want it? So, first thing, this is the old pack. It is still there. Now you can only have one of the two active. So this makes a huge difference. The old pack is $5. The new pack is $30. You will get every day 60 crystals for a total of 1,800 a month, or you can get 20 crystals for a total of 600. If you look at it gold, you will get 70 crystals every day. 70 gold every day. That's pretty low, to be honest. I know they're going to the final value to make it look much more attractive. But yeah, 2 million in 30 days is not that much, really. Honestly, I can make that in 2 days again. Endgame, this means nothing. Once every 7 days, we get it 2 times gold for 1 hour. Because I know you see this, you're like, oh yeah, that's totally worth it, but it's for 1 hour. So I'm honestly not even going to mention this part when I'm comparing the two because it's bad. So if we look at it, really, um, you're going to be getting some more crystals for a higher price. Now, if we look at this, and I'm going to round this up just to make this easier, we get around 800 crystals in this pack, and we get 210 crystals in this pack. Now, if you look at the difference in price, it doesn't reflect that because this is 6 times more expensive. And if we're looking 800 compares to 2,100, that is not 8 times. That's barely 3 times more. So I do believe sticking with the good old pack formula is a better idea. I know this one looks attractive, but when you do the math, it doesn't make sense. On top of it, it doesn't give dimension stones. And when it starts being expensive, you start questioning where your dimension stones are at. So yeah, I do not advise it. If this was like 2 dimension stones a day or something like that, I would have said yes, but in this situation, I'm against it. Now, of course, you can do whatever you want. And they're also saying that they're going to give us all our daily of the daily pack, all of them right away, just so we have the chance to buy the more expensive one, who I'm not going to do. But again, if you want to do it, it's up to you. I just don't think for the money it's worth it. Blah, blah, blah. In case skills that stack up in time in the environment, blah, blah, blah. We don't care. Next one is Kador, the Wormwind dude. The Wormwind dude that has the cosplay skin. We're gonna make it easier. Soccer Spirit ad. Oh, I kind of like the sticker. It looks pretty cool. It's little Beth. I mean, no one uses her, and you haven't buffed her in ages. Well, I mean, you did, but it was the worst buff ever. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I do want to thank that guy. That is honestly a really cool sticker. A shout out to I don't speak that language. Whatever this is in blue, you can say it in your head and say I said it, please, guys. Use of guide of Chinese IP will be restricted due to Chinese government regulation. Okay, we care. We're not Chinese, but that's bad for them. Balance. The cooldown time of active shots and blocks has been modified. Active shot skills will consume 1 or 1.5 spirit bar. Okay, not changing that. 12 minutes to 10 minutes. Okay, I'm totally down with it. Uriel Light, 5 to 4. Oh, Okay, we care. Okay, I mean, real people always want to buff. Active long range shooting skills from 2 bars 18 minutes to 1.5 bar 12 minutes. I wouldn't have reduced the spirit and I would have made it 10 minutes. Okay, I guess it can't be the same as the other one. Okay, I mean, it's fine. It should have been done anyway. Block skills. Previously, 20 minutes, changed to 15. I didn't even know there were 20, but I've never used a block skill in my life, so I don't need to know. Yeah, I'm used to Jin. That's the only one I know. Be able to recover attack, blah, 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 blah. I'm still waiting to see if it's going to do that long range shit. Some effective active long range shooting skills have been modified. The goalkeeper's action ball remain the same even after a long range shot skill has been used. The ball will be dropped to the player within the ally forward that has the most action bar. The player who receives the ball will not have action bar recovery effect. The player of the ally forward have the same action bar. The player of the lowest action speed will have the ball. Okay, the camera has been modified so it won't fall below 0. AI of the long distance shot has been improved. Wait, were people finding a way to do this? That sounds like something broken that I did not exploit. Okay, I should have known about this. Fix issue with Valper Ace, Champion Colosseum of Despair. Um, I don't. I just hope they did not fix the one bug I was using. But okay. Alios. No, I don't want you to fix Alios. Nerf her, please. Shield effect of delete when player and ability effect. I don't know. I'm going to go down this entire list of fixes, but that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm going to make later on a video after the patch hits just to say exactly how I think it's going to affect the metagame. But yeah, there are going to be a lot of changes. And if you have any questions, comments, write down in the description below. Have a good day, guys.